Alright, we are back on our In the Beginning deck challenge. We're going to go ahead and play the mono blue color challenge deck, run it through its paces. Once again, this should be a relatively easy playthrough, as they pretty well set this up to allow you to win while learning your deck. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Opponent playing a shambling goblin. Interesting. Essentially the shambling ghast minus the treasure generation. Go ahead and swing over the top. And with the second Warden of Evo's Isle, we're going to go ahead and flood the battlefield. We're going to let all the opponent's damage through. No need to give them any easy trades. The next Windstorm Drake will effectively finish this out, as we're going to be huge. And an unsummon. Go ahead and hit Liliana with the good game. And crushed it. We'll have to check the standard legality of these cards. That's not a bad playline if we can bring that over. If Harry CK is interested in a mono blue deck, that might be the one. Especially if we get that playline each time. Let's go ahead and see how we square off against mono green. I think up until the Planeswalker battle, they do really just feed you the victory, so as long as I don't misplay the matches that they give me, we should be in really good shape here. 4 land is already enough. Let's go ahead and bury that, see if we can't draw into the Warden of Evo's Isles. That will allow us to get the Cloud Conceers down on the next turn. And the opponent is in massive ramp. Alright, we'll go ahead and swing in for 2 damage. Interesting that the opponent's elected to swing in with their ramp creatures. And whatever that is. We'll just go ahead and race them. If they want to race at 1 damage a pop, we'll race. And you can keep that in your hand. Not a race you're going to win. I should have blocked, but, not overly concerned. By the time they land their reach creature, the game is going to be well over. Frilled Sea Serpent will be a good body blocker for whatever's coming next, and the Unsummon will push us through. Goodbye, Sentinel Spider. And GG. Waiting on the server to catch up to us here. And let's see how they've elected to upgrade the deck. We're going to be getting a Riddlemaster Sphinx and a Waterkin Shaman and replacing our Zephyr Gulls. Now we face off against Mono White. Alrighty, lead off with the island. Island number 2. Let's go ahead and play the Shaman, that way it gets the pump from the Cloudkin Seer this next turn. And a Fencing Ace, so that's double strike. We're going to go ahead and hold. Let's see how they follow that up. Knight's Pledge, that's going to be a big boy. Let's not deal with that right now. Well, on the bright side, we got another unsummon to deal with that Fencing Ace. Do they go that route again? Pacifism. Let's go ahead and dodge that. And the Fencing Ace comes back. Next turn, we're going to bounce the Fencing Ace back to its hand when we drop the Riddlemaster. And it has gotten to be big again. Once again, a Knight's Pledge is wasted. Let's see. Well, we'll go ahead and take that off the board. As we are now going to be very big, and they're not going to be able to swing through for a meaningful turn here in just a moment. Pacifism on the Riddlemaster. That is unfortunate for us. Ooh, and a Knight's Pledge. Well, fortunately, we have everything we want right here. Go ahead and take that back. Drop it once more, and make them waste another Knight's Pledge. And now it's off to the races. That is a big creature. We're going to go ahead and chump that. As this next turn, we have the game well in hand. But just because it's the computer and we don't care because they don't scoop, we'll go ahead and put some salt in the wound. So far, 3 up, 3 down in the color challenge. This next match will more likely be the difficult one, as we're playing mono red. They tend to run the most targeted burn. So with the low toughness creatures we have, it will probably be difficult here to gain any major traction. Looks like they're going to make us use some of that counter magic. Let's see what they have in store for us now. Okay. Cloudkin Seer. Let's go ahead and take a draw. And we'll go ahead and unsummon the Spellgorger. Swing in for 6, and move right along. Alright, let's go ahead and take the Spellgorger off the board. And the game is over. Now it's time to take it out into the real world, or into the simulated real world, and play the final match of the Blue Color Challenge. Will this deck hold up? Alrighty, 3 very interesting cards. And we're playing Nurse Joe. 2 of Johnny avatars going toe-to-toe here. Soulblade Jin, drew 2 of them in the opening hand, and the Riddlemaster. That is an expensive hand. Let's go ahead and mulligan that. This one's a better keep. Go ahead and drop the sleep. Put the Wall of Runes on the battlefield, and we're going to need the land anyway, so let's go ahead and keep the land on top. Opponent is showing mono-white colors, but do they complete the mono-white cycle and drop a creature? Moorland Inquisitor. Looks like we could be playing another player on the intro set. Hallowed Priest. Alright, time to start our card draw. Next turn, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if they have any kind of removal. Could be facing down an exile spell here, but we will find out. Angel of Vitality, so it does look like we're playing the starter white deck. Let's see if they want to trade. Alright, if they don't want to trade, we'll go ahead and play a body block big enough to ward off the Angel of Vitality. Another Angel of Vitality. Well, interesting. That will make any potential life gain that they have even more potent. Let's go ahead and draw a card, see if we can't find something a little spicier. Another land. Let's see if we can draw out a block or two. Nope, they are letting it through, so we are setting them further and further back from their ability to pump those angels. Another Hallowed Priest, but again, no life gain to trigger it. Looks like they might be thinking of targeting the Djinn. There's the pacifism. Go ahead and ward that off. Trying to figure out, looks like they're throwing feathers, and I guess threads from the base of the dress. Well, if you want to race, you're going to lose, so you can go ahead and swing in for free. Let's see if we draw a pump spell. That'll be enough to give us a big swing here. Opponent is now down to 1. Pretty sure the standard starter mono white deck does not get board wipes. So with that, we should be well on our way to clearing it through. Looks like they might try and pump the Inquisitor. Maybe not. Alright, the opponent wants to swing. Looks like they are just going for broke at this point. Waiting on the opponent to use whatever instant they have. I guess they don't have one readily available. And a fencing ace. Well, we're going to go right over the top of them, so it doesn't even matter. And because we're nice, we're just going to give him a little love tap and call it a game. Alright, with that, I believe the blue color challenge is now complete. Alright, got a couple of commons and an uncommon wild card, 1,000 gold, a Cloudkin Seer card style, and we'll go ahead and claim. Let's go ahead and go back. That is now out of the way. Let's go pop it back home. I have enough gold for a booster. Alright, looks like they want us to open up a booster pack, so we're going to go ahead and just follow the tutorial instructions here, see what we get. Circuit Mender, Gift of Wrath, Containment Construct, Shrine Steward, Bearer of Memory, and an Invoke Despair. That's actually a great card. That is a very exciting pickup here. Let's go take a look at what other quests we have. Decent amount of quests, actually. Let's take a quick look at our profile and update our avatar. Because of this particular set, let's have a little fun with Tezzeret. And we're going to go ahead and call that a video for the blue color challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in black.